Yeah, I was just kind of thinking. I was lying in bed. I had napped after work, so I guess that's why I couldn't fall asleep. Thinking about this whole fake news thing, they're really hitting it head on. So it probably means the Mosul fake news is probably one of the next things because that's some fake news that's hurting, a lot of people. We have wars being fought over the fakeness of this. So let's just start right in on this because it's showing a lot of the similar things, loose evidence that really can be debated, and it just forces hysteria. I'll show you an example. So this is their main story. So that's why I think that this other one's going to be exposed next. Much like MSN advertised the October surprise, the CNN is also advertising like this war overseas in the Middle East. A lot of it is kind of fake. And I'm gonna show you why it's similar to Pizzagate. So I didn't even bother trying to find the gallery on CNN. I just went to my video of it. This is like you can perfectly align this to Pizzagate. It's just like a messy house and the dude's in fatigue. So yeah, this is like I guess empty room and see, this is where the hysteria took off, I think. CNN originally had said that this was like a bomb making house, and I think they saw the buckets or something and got confused. Yeah. But see how it's hurtful? How a lot of this stuff is just to draw terror? This one. I mean, what is this picture supposed to show? What's the deduction that's supposed to be made here? A child's doll was near a small sized tactical vest. So, this is similar to a child's wrist being taped to a ping pong table. Nothing illegal or dangerous is going on in this picture here, but you're supposed to deduce somehow that they have baby jihadists. So yeah, CNN probably doesn't realize it yet, but it's going to be the next to go. All it's there to do is just create anger. Same thing with this, like it's just a bathroom, a toothbrush and a wall. See how if you look at each individual picture outside of Pizzagate, it really, there is no evidence. Same thing here. Like, they claim that this is a bomb making facility, but it kind of just looks like laundry in a bedroom in, I don't know, a wheelbarrow. So this is like, I guess this got confused as bomb making stuff. See, this was confused with the journalist confused this with bomb making equipment, I guess. It looks like fake flowers. So yeah, this will probably be the next thing that gets exposed. Because this is hurting people back in America. There's a lot of narratives that have the ISIS, and it's fear mongering a lot of people, and it just should be stopped. This pumping of fear into citizens. Let's just go to some video. Actually, one more picture. This, I guess, is where they all like slept. I think that might be one of the last ones. Oh, and the soccer ball in the corner. Now, I guess this CNN journalist deduced that this was a bomb making thing. So you can see how even at some of these highly credible things, they can twist stories and get them all just fear to become like these fear-based things based on nothing. So yeah, I do see that this will be one of the next things to get messed around with. I'll show you some more info. All right, this is a new clip. We'll let it rip. 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. But again, after I watched a little bit of the footage just now, you'll see how nothing happens, but the journalist must have just gotten it twisted. A lot of the guy's gear is really clean, so most of these soldiers you're seeing are actors, and they're just performing for the camera, basically.
For the first time in more than 2 years, Iraqi forces back inside their nation's second biggest city.
Okay, so that looked like play acted. So did that. This looks really play acted. See this? Like, okay. So they're all facing to the right. No one wants to cover the left. No one wants to cover the right side. Let's go back to that. That's just really odd. Look. So I guess they really don't think someone's coming from this side. They're all looking this way. Cool. They must have the guy. There must be like a guy on the car or something. They look like they know what they're doing though, right? Block by block. That guy's sitting there. What is he doing? None of them even had their guns out. Fighting block by block, standing here. What are they doing? He doesn't even have his gun drawn.
Block by block, meeting fierce resistance from ISIS.
These guys should take a page from some of the police in the U.S. They got their guns drawn, shields, everything, just for like little incidences.
Including sniper fire and car bombs being used.
So that was just added. I don't see any explosions.
The military said its forces were trying to open a corridor for civilians, but it was unclear whether the ferocity of the battle...
So yeah, that was just... What are we watching? Just different clips of guns being fired. I haven't really seen any war. So this is why I'm saying this is probably the next thing to go as far as fake news. Because they've been doing this for quite a while. They came out of nowhere on cable. It's funny, I saw the special the other day. They went through like the decades. And it's crazy how they just been faking news for, a while. And they just started to catch on some of the population. So they kind of did this smokescreen thing. I don't know if you guys were paying attention last week. But yeah, the whole media fake news thing is getting a little out of hand. And I just really wish they would go for the juggernaut fake news before they go for these ones that kind of came out of nowhere.
In another area on the eastern edge of the city, however, civilians were getting out of areas like Gojali after enduring...
Yeah, they see how the Pizzagate story was sensationalism using children. A lot of these touch on heartstrings too. See, sadness.
ISIS fighters plant roadside bombs in their front yards.
Yep, so many of these ISIS soldiers. You can never get one single frame of them.
The situation is tragic. There are families that are besieged.
Peas.
We were besieged for 2 days, hiding in our basement. The children have not eaten for 2 days.
Thursday, they walked for hours in their hundreds. Men, women and children. Iraqi forces meeting them and screening them. Several taken away for suspected ISIS membership after locals pointed them out to troops. The stories of ISIS brutality endless.
Endless.
They killed many people and kidnapped those whom they suspected of anything.
See,
nothing were taken, and we have no idea what happened to them.
What you don't know what can get lost in translation. So the journalist reporting the story probably gets the translation and is like, no, that's not good enough. Like, we must make it worse. So that's why it's really hard to even buy any of the news. And you just got a lot of shots of random shit here.
Here, Hazar Camp, a United Nations-run facility like so many being set up around Mosul in anticipation of perhaps
The kids again.
thousands of displaced people. As
No
the fight
tears.
for the city goes on. To the west of Mosul, Shia-led paramilitary.
So that was just a launch demonstration, it looked like. And these guys are kind of casual here. I don't really see enemies. So this one, I thought, this should get tackled before the Pizzagate, honestly. Because that fake news seems to be helping the government more than it's helping out anything else, you know? And same thing with this fake news. They really push both of those narratives to... How do I put this? They like reap on the energy fields of humans by putting out this propaganda. These fake news outlets. So, yeah, I mean, this one has a little bit more of effect because they just been pushing these ongoing wars through the years. And I mean, it's just kind of play acting, wag the dog warfare. So I don't really know how it has everybody mesmerized. I haven't seen enemies. Where are they going? He's got a regular ass hat on now.
2 years to prepare its defences in Mosul, and while the fight to retake the city has now officially begun, it will be a long and bloody one and a terrifying ordeal for the men.
Alright, shut up. They cut him off even at CNN. They're like, oh no. But yeah, you see what I mean? How a lot of the footage, it's just I don't see the proof. And I have one more example, and I think I'll just leave it at that because everyone gets it, you know? These are bigger stories. Here they are using the children again. ISIS using water as a weapon. I'll get that last clip. Alright, so this is another video. See, we're just shooting in the sand, I guess. But somehow the news story got twisted into it was a war. I have no idea. I really don't. So then there's an explosion, and they say it's a suicide bomber, but you know, they really don't know what it was. They could have just been an artillery shell shot at it, but they twist it however they want. And later in this one, the article was titled "Killing Fields," but I think the journalist just went to a dump, and there was maybe a horse leg there, but this might have looked like a leg to the man, but it just looks like aluminum or a metal thing. But yeah, so I guess they stumbled upon a dump, and the journalist maybe had never been to something like this, and then he mistaked it for I don't know where they dump bodies. So see, he's a city slicker. He probably doesn't know what a dump or a landfill looks like. So he just he saw an old shoe. He just probably thought it was bodies. So you can see how stuff can snowball, just like that Pizzagate thing. And then all of a sudden, stuff's happening because of it. And that's where a lot of people are getting hurt.
On a manhunt.
This one I've already done, but it's kind of a classic.
In the midst of battle.
Because you can see that this was staged, but people probably got confused that it was like a real event or something. Like it's this fake news phenomenon. The bigger fake news outlets that have been around for a while. Right now they're bullying other ones that in reality they may not be close. They're probably closer to the truth than the bigger fake news outlets that have been around for a while. This is BBC, and you'll see them use the accent to their advantage to help them make them sound smarter. But we all know that that's not the case. So let's just hop right into this.
Small actions can make a big difference.
See how he reacted? Not a real reaction there. See?
They're searching house to house for any trace of fighters from the so-called Islamic State.
So yeah, shoot the door handle, or why not just like break the glass? It seemed kind of stupid.
They've received a tip-off that some lived in the street.
Oh, some lived in this street.
They're
It doesn't. It looks
looking for
empty,
weapons,
right?
For something more valuable. Names, numbers, and broad.
See, all right. Plastic flowers. You know, this is just hysteria at its best. People just, somebody makes up a mysterious force called ISIS, and everybody all of a sudden, like, takes it and runs with it. Everybody in the neighborhood thinks they're encountering this group, but whenever they search the houses, all they can find is, like, fake flowers. You saw the fake flowers in the other house. Seems popular, huh?
The fighters came into Al Zuhur district. Lots of foreign fighters.
Where are they?
Russians,
Where'd they go? They didn't leave a trace?
Chinese, Tunisians.
This flag belonged to an Australian, an IS fighter and medic. He's fled.
See,
For the past 2 years, this was the Islamic State city. It was mostly cut off from the outside.
Alright. So again, this just looks like a messy house. They tried to associate this with drone construction, but anybody who knows about drones knows that probably won't fly at all.
Terrorism, and we should look for this information, and we share this information with our
Actors. See how clean their uniforms are and stuff? It's weird how it got spun though. I don't know. This is BBC. They're a lot similar to, they pull the same tricks as CNN basically.
for other units and also with other countries.
So watch this scene. I commented on this. So he's apparently, clearing the area, but the cameraman was in more danger than he was when he was out in front of that window there. I don't know if you caught that. Watch.
Schools, homes, all can be IS gun
Yeah, and
positions.
then they cut, and then he walks in front of this. So completely staged again, but somehow it got misconstrued as a war.
There's a sniper at the end of this street. It's fired off.
Oh, this is right here. This is... See how the Red Bull's on here? It's just a clear indicator this is a completely set up scene. Probably the camera guys, and he just was like, alright, we're gonna do this.
Very carefully, the men are leaving this building one by one and getting into the vehicles as quickly as possible.
See, I'm kind of a little confused about that one by one. Wouldn't that make it so that he could line up a shot if they went across one at a time? As opposed to them running and causing, like, first a reaction, and then probably by the time he decided to shoot somebody, everybody was across. I don't know. It's just a thought. But here they stage it anyway because you'll just watch. They would have never had this guy come out with them if this is how he ran. So they took him to a part of the city that had no action and had him run across the street because if they knew he ran like this, like I just said, he would not be with them. See, that was like, 4 seconds it took him to get across the street? Boom, he would have been dead.
We make it across unharmed, and so do all of the special forces.
What was that? They were like faking gunshot?
except one. Gunner Hussein takes a shot to the back.
Okay.
Hatched up on the scene, he's walking wounded, and he's going to make it.
So this, I originally said, was like
Determined,
added
the
sound,
Islamic State is
which it could have
losing
been.
its grip.
That's
With every
probably
shoot
fake.
taken, the greater the losses, and more intelligence is discovered. So here and far beyond Iraq, the Islamic State is being diminished. Quentin Somerville, BBC News, Mosul.
Yeah, I figured I'd put that out there. It's probably a good thing that they're cracking down on the fake news. Mosul's probably next. And yeah, they should go after the bigger juggernaut stations because it's just unfair that they've been able to twist and bend reality for years on end. And now, like, smaller fake news groups come out that I have suspected are paid for, if you know what I mean.